This episode is sponsored by SmartVestor. Connect with an investing pro for free at RamseySolutions.com/invest. You're listening to Ramsey Everyday Millionaires, where we talk investing, retirement, building wealth, and outrageous generosity.
One of the principles that we really push people towards is savings. So whether you're saving for an emergency fund, saving up for a down payment on a home, for a purchase, buying a car, vacation. So people always ask, George, on social media, where should I save this money? Should I save it, in a savings account? Do I
invest it?
There's high yield savings accounts, there's money market accounts, do all these places. Do I invest it into the market? What do I do? And one of the places we always talk about investing is
a high yield savings account.
Oh, that's right, George.
I'm just so excited. It's one of the things I love the most.
Couldn't wait to talk about an old high yield savings account. But it's a great spot.
We call them HYSAs or HISAs for short.
No,
no one calls them that.
Oh,
it's
gosh.
fine.
God bless.
So this is just literally a high interest savings account. They're generally online banks because the brick and mortar banks can't afford to dole out as high of a rate because they've got a lot of overhead to pay for.
That's right.
So traditional savings accounts average about 0.35% on savings, but plenty of high-yield savings accounts offer rates of over 4, even over 5%, which is amazing.
Yes. Yeah, it's been incredible. And even when all the rates, mortgage rates, everything has gone up, debt, all the things.
Silver lining, savings rates go up.
We saw the other side, savings rates go up and, you earn more interest. And so that's what we really found. And Winston and I, we have a high-yield savings account. We have one for our money market and one just for short-term savings that we just put money in. And I love it, again, because you obviously get a high rate of return for a savings account, right, compared to a traditional savings. It's really safe. You can get your money out anytime. For some accounts, you have a limited number of transactions you can do per month, so you can't use it as just like a full-on checking account. But you can. It's pretty easy to access. And, we use Ally.
Yep, I use one called Marcus by Goldman Sachs.
Okay.
Again, we don't have a Ramsey partner advertiser in this space, but these are just the ones we personally use, so we can tell you at least that much. And the key is to do your research on these. I don't trust the ones that are offered by credit card companies or Apple, which makes you have a Apple credit card to use their savings account, or Capital One or one of these companies, the big banks.
Yep.
And so while these are huge companies, Marcus by Goldman Sachs and Ally, I have not noticed they've been marketing debt products or using my information to sell me those products.
That's fair.
That's a key here.
Yeah, we would say, though, this is not a place to park your money long term, right? So investing.
Don't mix it up. Savings is not investing.
That's right. Two different things.
Even if you're getting some interest.
Yeah, and I always say, George, my rule of thumb is kind of that 5-year mark. Is that yours, or is yours shorter, longer? What do you think?
I'd say depending on the situation, 3 to 5 plus years I'm going to invest that money versus parking it.
Yep.
But, home down payment, what worries me, Rachel, people want to invest their down payment. And I go, yeah, but 3 years from now, what if the market took that dip at the worst time when you want to buy that house?
Yes.
The 50 grand turned into 40 grand all of a sudden. So that's risky. But a good example of this, let's say you are going to buy a house and you have $10,000 saved in a high yield savings at 5%. Well, over the course of 12 months, in your sleep, you're going to make $500. Mm-hmm. And if you have $100,000, doing the math at 5%, that's $5,000 over the course of 12 months that you would gain. And a good point, Rachel, here is that income is taxable. People don't realize that. Now, it's not the end of the world to get taxed on $500 or $5,000.
Right, but the interest that you're accumulating, that's a great point.
This is not free money.
Yep, that's a great point. Yeah, and the emergency fund specifically, you guys, that 3 to 6 months, this is a great place to park that. And while we say it's not an investment, you want to be able to get to it quickly. So your worry on that is not, oh my gosh, am I making a high rate of return? It's really just the idea that it is cushion. I can get to it if I need it. Something big comes up, a job loss or a medical emergency. But while you're at it, you might as well put it in something that's low risk and still make something, right? So versus just putting it in a traditional savings account. High yield savings account's great.
But remember, your emergency fund is insurance, not an investment. This is money that's made to protect you. It's not made to make you more money.
Yep.
So don't be freaked out if you're not getting a certain interest rate. At the end of the day, it's not going to be life-changing.
That's right.
But I think it's a great option. And right now, it's the highest rates I've seen. When my wife and I were saving up for a house, interest rates on savings accounts were 2%.
Yep.
I was jumping for joy
Yes,
because
totally.
of all the free money we were getting from this 2%. So now that it's 5% or more,
Yeah.
goodness gracious, I have a lot of, it's a great time to be saving up for things because of that reason.
That's right. Exactly. Yep. And you guys, the way to find savings, one of the best things you can do is be budgeting. Making sure you see, okay, here's my income, here's everything. And we talk about, giving, saving, and spending and what that looks like, and to really be intentional with putting money aside, letting that be a habit. And so if you have never budgeted before, or maybe you are a budgeter, I really recommend downloading Every Dollar. It really is the best way.
There's a savings category on Every Dollar. So
Yes.
you can kind of automate that and go, all right, we're going to do a direct transfer from our paycheck or bank account to our savings account every month. And the budget will help you track that.
And it's all right there. Yep. So Every Dollar is amazing for budgeting and to get you in a position to be able to say, yeah, we actually can find margin here and save some money. Again, for whether it's a car, vacation, down payment, emergency funds, a high yield savings account, it's a great place to park that short-term
To make
savings.
sure they are FDIC insured, or NCUA if it's a credit union. That's a good point to call out. So when you're on the website, which the ones we mentioned are, but you want to make sure that it's insured. I think it's up to $250,000 per depositor. So
that's right.
Pretty sweet.
It's good.
Thanks for listening to Ramsey Everyday Millionaires. Need help with your investments? Connect with a SmartVestor Pro at RamseySolutions.com/invest or click the link in the show notes. Ramsey Solutions is a paid non-client promoter of participating pros. Learn more at RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor.